All right, everybody. Hey, my name is Jose. I'm here with Bakersfield Transparency. I'm standing here in the home of Daniela, Jasid Garcia's mom. She contacted me not too long ago and asked me to come by and see if I can help her tell her story about her daughter. And I'm walking in. This is her beautiful home. Hola, ¿cómo está? Okay, and let's see. Let me knock on her door, guys. So if you guys haven't been on my live, this is her home. Oh, they said come in, guys. So I'm gonna make myself home since we've talked already a while, and hopefully we get something good out of this, guys, because it's important to get this up. Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
I'm Jose, guys. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You are
Daniela.
Daniela.
Ariani.
Ariani.
Yes.
Diamond. Diamond in the sky.
Yep.
Anybody?
I'm
Nicholas. Nicholas Cage.
I got all the famous here.
Okay, guys. We're here with Daniela, and she asked me to come and see if we can bring stuff out to light. We're here for her daughter,
But yeah, I don't.
and I just thought I'd come in a little bit, and we're trying to get a petition signed, and I'm gonna put the link up so we can get that going, guys, for her.
You know, and you guys have a voice.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, why?
Yeah.
That's what we had to figure out.
Yeah, exactly. You speak the voice. You guys are the kids
And we're
that
gonna-
are dealing with it.
Yeah.
You know?
These kids are, I'm assuming, her friends, all friends, no family, all friends.
They're all friends.
All friends. Okay. Okay, Danielle, what do we want to talk about?
Well, I mean, with the kids, it's more like, you know, what did Hussey, my daughter, represent for you guys? You know?
To me, she represented someone that you can go to. You could be lost, you could be scared, you know? Because one of the main things that children do when they feel alone, they're gonna hide in the dark. But Hasi was the light that could bring you out of that. She could find you in your darkest times, in your deepest hole, and she helped you climb out of it. Even when she was in her own hole, she helped you get out of it.
That is true. That is true.
Oh, like, especially represented like to me as like the older sister, because my family, I'm like the youngest, so I don't really feel like I don't have nobody to go to. And it's just that, like, with Hasida stuff, I feel like I can go to her like about with anything. And you know, she was just somebody that I can talk to. Just like she'll listen to you whenever, like, if you're feeling down. If someone brings you down, she'll bring you up. It's like, no matter the situation that she was in, she'll just try to, like, make it happen.
Yeah, you're like, something happened, you're like, oh my gosh, I need someone to see. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh,
Your
Hassie
girl
needs to know
go-to.
this. Yes.
So, Mom, did Hasi tell you a lot of this stuff?
Yeah, I honestly, we used to talk immensely about everybody. I felt like it was, like you said earlier, a soap opera of her life at school where, you know, the saga continues and I was waiting for that excitement for the next part of that
Like,
story.
what happens tomorrow?
Yeah, so she would always talk about one of her friends, Anthony. Yeah, me and Big Back, and you know we did this, and you know blah 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 blah, and but that was it. And I'm like clinging on to the story, and then it's like, okay, at 2:30, Hassid, what happened? What happened today with your friend? And oh yeah, Mom, well let me tell you this and this and this, and in class and blah. So it was always a saga. It was always excitement. It was always her expressing herself with her friends and just loving life and being a kid that she was. She was only 13 years old, and she was living her best life at that time. That I felt.
Okay. So, what brought us here? Me, where we're here today. Why did you seek out through social media to get to someone?
So the thing is that because unfortunately my daughter did pass away, the school right now does not want to recognize her name as part of the graduation ceremonies for 2025. And they let her know, don't want to say her name, don't want to honor her in any way, shape, or form. They're just, I feel, are just trying to throw her under the rug by pretending that she never existed out of the 3 years that she was in this school, with all her achievement goals and everything else that she went through that school years.
And the school is?
Olivier Middle School.
Is that with the Greenfield District?
That's the Greenfield District, yes.
Okay. Why do you feel they're doing that to her?
In their words, quote unquote, because they're trying to protect the other 380 students, because it's supposed to be a happy celebration, in their words.
Okay. And you've obviously talked to her best friends. Have they told you how they feel about that?
They have, but equally, how do you guys feel about that?
It's not a feeling you can put into words. It's an amalgamation of a lot, because you have to pile on grief. You have to pile on stress from school. You have to pile on everything, and then you have Hasid, the light that helped you take this pile into something else. Why do we have to hide her name in the shadows? Why do we have to hide someone so bright into the dark? Why do we have to push someone that was so inspirational, someone that was so close to us, somewhere else? What is the point of hiding her if she was the best person to see, if she was the person that helped you more than the school could? If you were afraid of the school, you were afraid to tell your parents something, you had her. When your route didn't see the same, when she thought you're not doing what you should do, or you're not going the right path, you're not healthy, she would help you. Why are we hiding someone that was so important from us somewhere else?
It's like, it's disappointing because it's the fact that she went to that school for 3 years, and now this is her last year, and y'all didn't even put her on the back of the shirt. And it's like, it's affecting her close friends, her parents, people that loved her very much. So why sit here and pretend that nothing ever happened, and then you just put her name underneath the bus and you're not doing anything about it because you're saying that it's supposed to be a happy celebration? No. Like, you're supposed to, if she went to that school, if she did stuff for that school, then you're supposed to sit there and remember her by her name. She made that drawing for the yearbook. Honor her for that.
Yeah. And it's not like she just came. Like, she's been here all 3 years. She was a straight A student. She was an honor. She was an athlete. And she was doing all that stuff. Like, it's a name. Like, just, it doesn't cost them anything. I'm just like, why? You know? Like, it's just such a simple thing they could do, but I don't know. I just want to know why. Like, why they're not saying it.
It's like, and it's the fact that we have to come on here on social media and get this word spread out because they can't do it themselves.
Come on, they're mentioning good grades, athleticism. What mark do you think she left in the school before her passing?
Oh God. Let alone everything that they've already just mentioned. She's leaving such a positive mark. She's leaving such a positive mark for any student, any child that, you know, unfortunately has been suffering through this. Unfortunately, me personally, we didn't see that in her until it was too late. But, you know, her positivity of just being her, the light of her peers, her friends, you know, she spoke highly of them, you know, and she did so much for that school where, like, you know, Miss Ari here said she wasn't there just a couple of months. She was there for all 3 years, straight A's, baseball, basketball, achievements. She was also being called to do the when a new student comes to go show the student the classes and everything.
AIDS.
Yeah, like an aid service or whatever. And you know, the after school program teachers all knew her personally because she was one to, you know, stop a game just to show you if you didn't know how to play your position. No, wait, hold on, I need to show this person. And she would stop a game to show that person and make sure that that person got it. Okay, now we could continue playing, you know? So a lot that she had did at school.
So it sounds like she was a leader in school.
Yeah, she was. She
And
really was.
I don't see either why the school wouldn't encourage stuff like that. But the main thing we're here is we're trying to get this out so people can do what for you.
I have brought out a petition through social media. That way, if anybody is willing and wanting to go ahead and sign it, it takes about 3 seconds just to click on the link and sign it. And equally, if they want to share it, to have other people sign it. That way we can see to what number. I don't have an exact number that I have a goal for, but the higher the better. So I'm fighting to the fullest to keep my daughter's name memorable for her school graduation.
So your end game is have my daughter's name on everything on there.
Yes, that would be for her name to be mentioned. I mean, I didn't even know about the T-shirt aspect, honestly. So, you know, that's already a done deal. They're not gonna redo a T-shirt,
Right.
but you know, I just want her name to be said, and the extra would be for me to honor her and walk that stage and just receive the diploma. But if that's just the extra, I don't care about that.
So you've already seen the T-shirt. You have the T-shirt.
Yes,
T-shirt? Or
we have
somebody
a
have one?
T-shirt. He had purchased a T-shirt because he's also all 3 of them are graduating this year. So they were able to purchase the graduation T-shirt for this year, and we all realized it says they not like us, all of your middle school, and then it says class of 2025, all of your Lions, and then it says middle. So all the students' names are on here except for my daughter's.
And there's space. The names are so small you can't even
Yeah,
tell. But
you can't even tell. But he literally looked, I've looked, I'm pretty sure they've looked, and her name is not on here. So it goes to show that they're just, you know, I feel like their notification for a child is, well, if you know, pass in whatever way, shape, or form, then we just kind of forget about you. But that's okay, because all your strive, struggle, and everything you lived for throughout your school year, your homeworks, your A's, your extracurricular, your achievements, it all goes down the drain.
so she did many sports at that school.
Yes, she did basketball for years. She did softball as well for years. Those were her main 2 that she did. She was also in band and in honor band. So she was always juggling. She was going to El Cajon to play a tournament for 3 games of softball, and in between the tournaments, she was changing inside the car, coming back because she had a concert at the Olivier Middle School from her band. So she was on it. Mom, I gotta get picked up at so-and-so time because I have to perform for my concert. She was playing the flute. And I'm like, okay, are you sure? She's like, yeah, I'm ready to do this. And she would tell me, okay, I need you to bring this, I need you to bring this, I need you, and she would change in the car on the way to the school from the tournament, from baseball. And after the concert, she would still go to her other practices because she was also in other teams for baseball. And she was playing at Lamont Junior Giants, and she was also playing for GBA, the Lady Bombers. So she was always such an active child in activities for sports.
Sounds like I see gave her all to everybody.
Everybody.
And the school's giving her nothing.
Exactly.
And you kind of mentioned something to me in the messages that you've already gone to the higher ups And what did he do to you?
They equally sided with the school principal and reluctantly told me that they will not be honoring her for the official ceremony, but that they were willing to give me the day before, which is their practice ceremony, a chair in honor of her and say her name that day, but won't do it the next day for the actual physical ceremony.
So, how do the kids feel about that?
How do you guys feel about that?
I feel that they put their own time and effort to change for practice, but we can't have it in the real one. What is the point of having her name said at practice when the families of others, when people who knew her at other families, they can't hear her name? Because she wasn't just a sister to us. She wasn't just a friend to us. She wasn't just a daughter to her. She was a daughter to everyone. She was a family member in every family she was with. Because she was so remarkable to everyone that she had a place everywhere. You couldn't see somewhere else where she wasn't.
I feel like, I don't know, the only question, like, why? It's more of a struggle to take her name out than just keep it in. They're just, like, taking time of day to be, like, to just shove it in your face. Like, yeah, we're gonna say her name at practice, but when the real thing comes, we're not gonna say it. Like, I think that's more of a struggle than just saying it.
What's the point of doing it at practice if you're not gonna do it at the real one? Like, you sit there and you're doing all these other events for the kids, but you're not taking your own time to put someone that was really known at the school on a t-shirt, and you can't even honor her at the real graduation. So what's the point of, like, practicing if you're not going to say it at all?
Yeah,
It's not fair. It's not fair to her mom. That's her kid. That's her daughter. You can't do that. It's fair. It's unfair. It's unfair to her friends. It's unfair to her parents. It's unfair to all the people that she knows.
Yeah. I know they had the t-shirt, and I'm pretty sure they had it beforehand. And they just clicked her name there. They just decided not to put it. They just highlighted her name and pressed delete like she was never there. And, yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Why put? They're actually stressing the kids out.
I think so.
They're stressing the kids out.
I
From
think
what
so.
my opinion.
Yeah, no, and I
is,
think so too, because
Okay, there's Hasid's share of
Yeah.
practice, guys. Let's all imagine she's there, but we're not gonna do it for you
exactly.
at graduation. That to me is it's a punch to the gut.
And so, like Nick was saying about, her being a daughter to everybody, yes, I have to agree with that statement because, like I said, she was proudly known in not even just the Bakersfield community, but equally, if any of you viewers are from Lamont area, they did a whole car wash twice for her out there. And, we got so many funds from that. Thank you very much for that. And just people left and right that I didn't even personally know that knew Hasi. Oh my gosh, she used to always say hi to me. And I'm like, oh, okay, you knew my daughter? Like, that's cool. Had to come out of anybody's mouth from her name. And, she was a very big impact in equally children as equally adults. Because she was such a presence, a beautiful presence to everybody that just knew her. Even at a grocery store, she would see an old lady like struggling, pushing the shopping cart. Mom, I'll be back. And I'm like, okay, I never questioned her. Next thing you know, she's pushing the shopping cart for the old lady. That's the type of child my daughter was. She was always willing and stop everything for other people. She was that type of person.
Besides the pain that you feel, how did it make you feel? See so many people talk good about your daughter.
Oh my God.
Does that just help a little bit? Does that?
It does. I mean,
make you smile.
It's beautiful to know that, as a parent, I tried my hardest to raise my daughter the best that I could under the circumstances, and I'm just glad that her presence showed the fact that she was a very humble child as a child, because that's exactly what she was. She was just 13. All nothing. She was a child still, barely learning how to be herself, how to do anything, and she was always such a beautiful presence in other people's eyes, which made me very proud to know that, even if I already knew that, but it was just that clarification of, yeah, that is right. My daughter did that. And I knew that, you know.
I feel like the world's gonna miss out on a lot.
Yeah.
Just from hearing you guys here and the community coming close that they knew your daughter.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry that happened.
Thank you.
And I hope our viewers here touch their hearts to be good enough to just sign that for you and hold the district accountable.
Yeah.
You know, like not mostly just to have her name there, but
Yeah.
I think if you get this done, it shows that your child mattered.
Yeah.
That's
That's the end discussion about, you know, it really is a proven factor that yes, my child did matter. It doesn't matter whose child it was, even if it wasn't mine. If it was the same circumstances, I'd be fighting for that child. I would be sitting next to that mother fighting for that child to be recognized, because I feel every child matters.
So, as a mom, what do you have to tell these kids?
You know,
so their parents never have to go through anything like this.
and you know, I've already honestly have expressed to these kids and a lot of the kids that, you know, I've been in contact with, you guys matter, and you guys know that there is help out there. Just because your school system fails you doesn't mean that that's it. You have resources. You guys are able to call and talk to your parents. Number one, always keep that open communication with your parents, regardless. If you feel some type of way, don't think your parents are going to get mad at you or hate you or, you know, burden you or whatever, because your parents' love is ultimate. That's your number one. Parents, you know, your guardians, those are the people that are really ever going to be there for you. And talk. Open your mouth. If a friend tells you, I feel some type of way, you open your mouth. Even if you know your friend's going to get mad at you. Because that's a lot for you guys to handle. And you're not, because of where I'm at. I know that, you know, maybe my daughter did talk to other kids, but they didn't say anything because they were like, nope, I'm sticking to my guns. I'm making a promise not to say anything. Say something, because it will help that child or that friend of yours in the long run. Trust me. They'll hate you for the moment, but they'll love you at the end, and they'll still be here.
100%. Anything you guys would like to add as children to parents or to other children who might be watching this regarding this matter? Kind of just going off of what she said, like, just imagine you're speaking to a group of kids who are thinking of doing something.
Jasid Garcia was a person too, and if the school board can't recognize that, I hope you guys can too, because she was hurting, but she still helped us. And as a child, as someone who hasn't experienced the world fully yet, I know that there's people out there that will help you, whether they're adults, whether they're children, whether they're people who haven't experienced the rest of the world yet. They're going to help you every day. So love them with your heart.
Sometimes you're going to be at your lowest point in life, and you're going to have those thoughts, but on the bright side, you really have to think that there's people that care about you, and God put you on this planet for a reason. He gave you, like, something that you really need to do. He doesn't just put you on here like, oh, this is just a human that I created. No, he created you for a reason. And when you say stuff and you help other people, they wake up each and every single day. They don't do bad stuff because you're there for them. You have to be there for that person. You have to tell them that you care about them and love them. Just get help. Talk to somebody. If there's nobody there that you can't talk to, get on your knees and pray. Ask the Lord to help you, heal you.
Yeah, there's so many aspects, like, even if it's with religion, with faith, with family, like, I know they say there's, like, always help, but it's so much more than that, because I know, sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but there's always gonna be somebody there that, cause like when I went to the candlelight that Jasid had, I saw everybody like, oh my gosh, like if only Jasid knew how much these people loved her, and you're like worth your value, you have, you know.
I feel like even though sometimes we might know, it's not enough.
Yeah.
So, something you want to tell parents, to the kids, so they can tell their kids, maybe?
Remember that no matter what they say, no matter what they do, they have a life. They always have another life. Even if you can't see it, try to connect with them. Because as a parent, you've been through everything, and maybe you haven't been through tough times as hard as them, or maybe they haven't been as tough times as you were, but try to show them on an emotional level that you were there too. Show them that your heart also has been hurt and damaged, because the only thing that can help a heart with a fragile heart is changing the words that have been used as daggers into bandages that can heal them.
Yeah. Always keep that open relationship, like, with your child, because, like, maybe they don't feel that comfortable talking to you about stuff like that, but once you get, like, used to talking to them like that, they will trust you, they will, like, go to you for stuff, and I know that must be, like, an amazing feeling for a parent, so.
Yeah. It's like, talk to them, ask them how their day was at school. It's like, they can be feeling down and you don't even know that. It's like, talk to them about stuff. It's like, just be there for them when they're feeling down and stuff, because if you don't do that, then you don't know what's going through your kid's brain or somebody else's brain.
Great. That sounds awesome, guys. I know you gotta leave already. Can we just go around the room and kind of show some of the stuff you have up for your daughter, and we can wrap it up? Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. For keeping mom company here too. I know she appreciates it, especially feeding you guys.
Right. I'm just kidding.
If you want to start over there and just kind of go through the things there.
So my daughter was a car collector. In her room, she has a billion cars. So we bought these cars after the fact. She wanted to get a Hellcat.
Oof.
Right now for her 15th birthday. All the decorations are what was supposed to be her 15th this year decoration. This obviously is her urn. This was her crown that she used 2 hours prior to her passing. This was her uniform for the Junior Giants in Lamont. And those are a couple of pictures that they've captured of her. This is her Willie Mack Award from the San Francisco Giants. It has her name on there. She got that award. And then we made this flag for her, obviously. These are all her Junior Giant awards too, when she was in the band. And then this is from her softball team that she got honored with. These are also from Junior Giants. That was her quinceañera that she created as a centerpiece
It's
for
beautiful.
her quinceañera this year. And then over here I have another uniform from her GBA team, Lady Bombers. And so she was number 6 in that one. For the Bakersfield Marathon, she used to run. So she used to run the Bakersfield Marathon equally, and that was her awards for that. So yeah.
And guys, just to mention, I think I do remember Hasid, because she went my daughter's school. They smoked my daughter's school. I do remember now that I seen this little girl, and I can swear I think that was your daughter, just shooting them baskets like there was no tomorrow.
She was a basketball player.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate your time, and I hope people touch their hearts and do help you out with
Thank
this.
you.
I
appreciate everybody
and
on there.
that you accomplish your end game.
Thank you.
It's sad that you have to go through this just to get your beautiful daughter remembered in the way that should be remembered, no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, because at the end of the day, your kids make mistakes, and just because you don't want your school name tarnished, you know.
There's no reason it should
no
be
reason.
tarnished.
There's no
But
reason.
thank you very much.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna end the lives now, guys. Please, if you guys see me in any further lives, I will be continue to post her link up. When is the final day?
So May 28th would be the day of the school graduation. I'm hoping to get a result even just the latest, the 27th.
Okay, guys. So if you guys have friends, family, share the link. We have up to the, let's just say the 25th. It needs to be rushed. It needs to get signed. We need to get this changed for her and for Hasid, first of all. So thank you guys for being on our lives. Mom appreciates you guys. All her friends appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys.